Welcome to Bible Trivia. This time we'll be asking questions about God creating man and woman. The first question for 100 points. What did God name the first man? Was it A. Trevor, B. Adam, C. Mark, or D. Andrew? The answer is B. God named the first man Adam. The next question for 200 points. What was the name of the first woman? Was it A. Bertha, B. Amy, C. Julia, or D. Eve? The answer is D. The name of the first woman was Eve. The next question for 1,000,000 points. Who tempted Eve to eat the forbidden fruit? Was it A. God, B. Satan, C. Cain and Abel, or D. Adam? The answer is B. Satan tempted Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. The next question for a bunch of points. What did the first woman tell the first man to do? Was it A. to eat the forbidden fruit, B. to read her a book, C. to sing to her, or D. to go for a run? The answer is A. Eve told Adam to eat the forbidden fruit. The next question for 4 points. What was the name of the place where the first man and the first woman lived? Was it A. the Mount of Olives, B. Sin Desert, C. the Garden of Eden, or D. the Land of Oz? The answer is C. The Garden of Eden is the name of the place where the first man and the first woman lived. The next question for a gajillion points. What happened to the first man and woman because they disobeyed God? Did they A. turn into snakes, B. were told to leave God's presence, C. were not allowed to eat again, or D. got sick? The answer is B. The first man and first woman were told to leave God's presence because they disobeyed God. The next question for a few points. What animal did Satan disguise himself as when he tempted Eve in the Garden of Eden? Was it A. a bird, B. a crocodile, C. a fox, or D. a snake? The answer is D. Satan disguised himself as a snake when he tempted Eve in the Garden of Eden. The next question for 500 points. How long did Adam live? Was it A. 930 years, B. 12 years, C. 2,000 years, or D. 25 years? The answer is A. Adam lived for 930 years. The next question for so many points. From which tree were Adam and Eve prohibited from eating? Was it A, the tree of life, B, the tree of knowledge, C, the tree of evil, or D, the tree of love? The answer is B. Adam and Eve were prohibited from eating from the tree of knowledge. And now the last question for double your current points. How did God make Eve? A, from one of Adam's ribs, B, from the dust of the ground, C, from a tree, or D, from a body of water? The answer is A. God made Eve from one of Adam's ribs. Thanks for playing Bible Trivia. We hope you'll play again soon.